Catholic school. I mean, nothing priest-wise, but
come here, boy.
Yeah. No, nothing like that. But yeah, I used to be a bully, and then driving people away. That brought up, I think that probably triggered it.
Yeah.
Fully, and went to been to 3 psychiatrists about it. I didn't feel any of them were really helpful, except the one that was in the psychiatric unit in the children's hospital. They were pretty helpful and worked with me on a lot of things, so it wasn't too bad. And then my last one, he was okay. I mean, all we did was really play games, and that's it for an hour. But yeah, looking at this here, I pretty much suffered from every one of them except death or thoughts of suicide. I mean, I never wanted to kill myself over anything, but
yeah,
I feel sad and grouchy all the time. I do lose interest in things quickly. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't lost interest in this yet, but no, I'm kidding. I actually like this. And energy, I'm no good on those days, and I think that's just more me rather than actually having energy, because I get lazy.
Yeah, health, I know, can be a factor in depression or mental illness. Just having a well-balanced life, and that's,
kind of throw things off.
Yeah, your physical health, exercise, eating right, your social life, having good friendships and stuff like that, work, job dissatisfaction, does play a role in depression, if you're not loving what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, family life and spiritual, and there's so many aspects, it's, if something goes really completely out of whack, that throws the chemicals in your brains, like, totally off. Let's see. I think, one thing I have experienced personally has been like people not relating. I have a hard time for people relating to me or relating to people whenever, I'm experiencing anxiety or, just really depressed states.
Do you ever try and explain to your friends or family, kind of like, please excuse this behavior because this is what's going on, and you feel like they claim to know what you're talking about, but you're just like,
I got a perfect example. One night, in a lot of situations, and I have my situation, my better half's family, I really don't feel comfortable there, and we were getting ready to go to a comedy show, and I just felt so alone. I mean, so absolutely alone, like I was an outsider. And all, and here's all of them, and here's me. And
I know what you mean.
I just started, I couldn't stop it, I couldn't control it. I just started bursting out in tears and crying. And we're getting ready to leave, and they're like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I'm depressed, for the love of God." And they're like, "We're going to a comedy show, let's have a good time." And I'm like, I can't fucking stop it, If I feel happy, I'm gonna laugh, but if I'm sad, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
And that's to be expected. And what frustrates me so much is that, people aren't accepting of emotions.
You come off weak because of it.
That's how it appears, but that's not truly the case. If I'm sad, I'm gonna fucking cry. If I'm happy, I'm gonna laugh and be goofy. If I'm angry, I'm gonna fucking bitch and I'm gonna do something about it. believe that.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know, and I think that a lot of it, you know, is society, and we have to stuff ourselves and, you know, stuff all of our emotions and be like, oh, you know.
Nothing bothers you.
You know, and that's not power. That's not healthy for us, you know. And that was one thing that I learned in my anger management class, is that whenever you stuff your emotions and you're concealing them, just then all of a sudden it's like a time bomb getting ready to go off.
Yeah, I was told by a psychologist that I'm like a boiling pot with a lid on it.
Yeah.
And that eventually that lid's just going to pop off. And he says, you know, you may go months and months, because the stories I told him, you know, he's like, the sounds of it is you will let people crawl under your skin and run over the top of you and tick you off and hurt you, and you may not ever say a word until they have, you know, it's the littlest thing, just pops the lid off, and then I do something really stupid and like say something that I don't necessarily mean, but I'm just really angry, and then I've had friendships fall apart because of that about me, you know?
Well, but, you know, think about it, though. It takes two to tango.
Right.
So if someone's, you know, going to walk all over you, yeah, it's, you know, our job to communicate to the other person that we're in a relationship or friendship with, hey, that's not cool, you know?
And I've definitely worked on that since he made that more apparent to me that I'm doing that, because you don't really sometimes realize you do that.
Yeah.
So, now I'm a little more verbal and tell you what I think, but...
Yeah.
So,
that's my big problem. Yeah, I bottle stuff up too.
yeah.
I don't know, I have my own outlet though, which capped myself, but yeah.
I'm a blogger.
Yeah, that
write.
helps. Writing helps.
Yeah, I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows me, 360, I know.
Writing helps. I write every morning, although I haven't wrote the last 2 mornings. Shame on me. But anyways, and doing anything creative helps me. But one thing that, you know, I'm doing is probably pissing a lot of people off, is speaking my mind. If, you know, I feel like you're trying to walk all over me, I'm going to tell you, hey, dude, that's not cool. And, you know.
Got to nowadays.
Yeah, you know, but a lot of people aren't liking it. And it's just like, you know, well, I guess it's time to move on. Oh well.
Yeah. Now, what is your guys' opinion about people that use this stuff as an excuse? I mean, there's a lot of people that are, I'm depressed, I'm bipolar, I'm tripolar, I'm unipolar, and, you know, I can go out and party and, you know, have all sorts of kids, but, you know, I can't work.
Now see, that's a lame excuse, in my opinion. As far as, like, sometimes I feel it's really legitimate if, you know, as far as feelings, you know, if I'm depressed and sad, I'm going to cry.
And you don't want to be in the workplace like that all the time,
Yeah, but there are resources, vocational rehabilitation, that will help someone find a job that has a disability, because depression, anxiety, disorders,
you never know what it's going to do.
You know, they help you find a job that's going to be more suitable. Now, for someone going out and partying and drinking and having kids and saying, oh, I can't work because, yeah, you can. I mean, hell, you know, you could work from home. You could, there's like 1,000,001 things that a person can do. You know, there are no limitations, in my opinion. And
I haven't been working for a while because I am on disability. I'm on disability because of my health, though not because of my depression.
Well, depression is part of...
but I mean, that's why it was put on it. It was, and then, you know, they did, of course, take into consideration that I am manic depressive, but I think that was a smaller portion of the reason they decided to do it. But, I know a couple people, I'm not going to name names, but I know a couple people that are like that, and I think that our society anymore has just allowed people to be able to claim depression as a disorder, So it's making it harder for the ones that can.